Yo, what's going on? It's your homie Brian.
And it is your boy John.
It is your boy John. What's up?
It is. What is up?
Chilling. How about
How's your weeks?
Hey man, it's been a
I think I know the answer.
yeah, so how about yours, my friend?
It's been good, can't say too much, don't want to jinx it, but we got some good news possibly coming for this podcast and you all out there. So stay tuned for more results. But like I said, I'm not trying to spend too much on it. But yeah, it's been a good week. That made my week.
That's what's up, man.
So, and you know what it is. So
Hey. Good to hear that, sir.
Yes.
All Day I Play Radio, episode 29.
Yep. One away from Dirty 30, right?
One way from Dirty 30. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is coming very fast, sir. I am...
Dude, like, ridiculously fast.
And I appreciate that, we have this, the show and the brand. I dig it. And I appreciate doing it with you every week, bruh.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
you too.
Absolutely, bruh. So, man, So what's been going on in gaming this week, though, bro?
Man, so Nintendo DS is trending. Did you see that?
Nah, I
on the Twitter.
What's been the happenings about the
I don't know.
DS?
It was just randomly like trending on Twitter. I think it was because of that Miitopia mess, like that Miitopia game that came out. Well, it came out on Wii U like years ago, I think.
The game with the Miis, the Nintendo Miis.
Yeah, like the RPG Miitopia.
I never played it.
I never have either. But apparently it's like you create a Mii, of course,
right?
And you play with other Miis, and it's an RPG.
What?
You're fighting something called the Dark Lord. But anyway,
yo, for real? Yo, I had no idea this was a thing.
And so it was trending on Twitter.
Okay.
And everybody was just sharing their favorite games, and Miitopia wasn't one of them. But a lot of people were sharing their favorite DS games. So,
okay.
Were you a DS fan, Brian?
So you know how I feel about handhelds, John.
And Nintendo, yeah.
And Nintendo. I've probably had 5 DSs in my lifetime.
That sounds like you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had like when the I almost said the Switch Lite. When the DS Lite I do, yeah. When the DS Lite came out, I thought it was like perfect. Like I thought it was because before, remember, it was like, it looked like some shit that you would drive Hot Wheels cars off of. You know what I mean? Like it just
that silver one.
Yeah, man, it just looked like a piece of like I would make a ramp under like a rug to like launch cars off of and shit. And it was like this like super, I felt like just not sleek thing. It screamed, this is a toy. And at that point, the PSP was coming out like the same time. That thing was sexy, man. It was it looked good, a nice screen, and it just the aesthetics, and then plus my age at the time, just kind of all lined up to be like, yo, I gotta get this, even though I didn't play that either. But
sure.
Yeah, man, I always had a DS because I always bought like whatever new Pokemon came out, because I was always trying to get into Pokemon, and I still haven't gotten into Pokemon, John.
I didn't know you were a Pokemon fan.
I'm not. Like, I've tried, like, since the inception of Pokemon on Game Boy, I've tried so many times to get into Pokemon, and I just can't get any Pokemon. Like, I've tried so much, and I'm excited for the newest one that's coming out, that open world one.
What that That Pearl one.
I don't know.
Is it Pearl and Diamond again or something?
Nah, I don't know. It's
I've lost track of Pokemon when they stopped at 250. You know, like really 150. I just had the DS game. I think it was called. I think it was what was it, Platinum or something. I had one of those Pokemon iterations.
Oh, that DS. the you got the Pokemon DS itself. Like was it a special edition like Pokemon like a okay.
No, it was just the game I bought. It was like one of the Diamond, Pearl, Stone, Rock, Granite. It was one of those. I don't know. You know,
red, blue. You know what I mean?
Like shit. You know, red. That was my jam.
Yeah,
red was. I had that on Game Boy. But yeah, like DS. I had the 2DS. I had a 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 2DS.
Mm-hmm.
And Chrono Trigger was my jam on there. That was the only
Oh yeah, you were playing Chrono Trigger on there? Okay.
Yeah, I played Chrono Trigger on there. I had that. I had one of the Fire Emblems, never beat it. Like you had, like I just said, the Pokemon thing. Oh yeah, I had that ugly DS through the first one when it first came, because I'm, you know, Nintendo fanboy, as you say.
The silver one that we were just talking about?
Yeah, that horrendous one. Yeah, I hated it. I couldn't fit in my pocket. I couldn't, you know.
No, you couldn't.
It was just terrible.
It was like a toy, bro. It was like a Nerf gun target. It was just like, it looked like something that I would buy in like those aisles that have like all the Nerf guns and like extreme sports for kids and, you know, the vortex footballs that scream when you throw them. Remember everyone back in the day used to have the black and red football with the grooves in it?
Yeah.
That was the best football back in the day.
Because it was a cheat. It caught more air than a regular ball.
It was like an automatic spiral and shit.
Right. Like only Nerf gun I had. Did you have Nerf guns? Like the
not until I was older. There was a strict no guns policy.
Oh yeah. Your background.
Yeah. Like not even like cap guns, water guns. Like no, we don't play with guns are not toys. So therefore you do not get toy guns.
Yeah, my mom apparently didn't give a F because she was like, "You want a cannon? Here, you want?" I had the bazooka. I had super soakers. I had cap guns. I had all that. Everything you just said you couldn't have, I had. Yeah, my mother did not care. At all.
Just like interesting because you love like JRPGs and
I hate shooters. I hate guns.
Yeah, I hate shooters.
She was molding me to be something else, but yeah, like DS. Besides the Wii U, I really wasn't messing with the DS too much. I didn't,
Yeah. Listen,
I like Game Boy Advance way more for some reason.
I like Game Boy Advance as well, but it didn't have enough buttons.
Okay.
Right, because it only had A and B, right? It didn't have
it had L and R.
Yeah, but it didn't have two more face buttons like X and Y, right?
So?
No, I mean like it's just like I'm not saying I'm not saying like that that's, it just limits the amount of, that's like usually like why a lot of people like keyboard and mouse over, controllers, because there's less inputs on a controller. Right. I personally can't use keyboard and mouse. Like I just can't do it. I can't. It's just so weird to me. It feels weird.
I couldn't even begin to think that I could even do that learning curve, Like I don't know how they do it. Like all the Overwatch players and all the LOL players and everything. Nah.
They've been playing on PC. They've been playing. That's the way they've been playing. I mean, you could if you had to, if you wanted to, you could get there. But yeah, man, I dug the DS. I thought, at first, I was very much like I said, the first one was coming out at the same time as PSP, and PSP just kind of, it was just different. It was a different marketing style. They marketed towards it being less for children and more for, serious, gamers that wanted handheld experience. But it also was stupid because it was like, hey, let's put PS2 in handheld. And it was just like, you don't really have to. Like, you could just make a good handheld, And I feel like that, like, limited its appeal. And then just the homebrew scene and the hacking of the PSP to where no one wanted to put games on the PSP anymore, so it died.
But you know, one franchise I loved on the DS.
What's that, dog?
Think they made some new ones on Switch. I'm going to buy them now that I'm thinking about it. Professor Layton.
I was gonna say Professor Layton.
Yeah, you could guess. All of those games, yo. I loved every single last one of them, yo.
What type of games are those? I've never gotten. Are they like Phoenix Wright? Are they like?
No, they're nothing like Phoenix. They're like puzzles. Like they're nothing. You just go to like a town. You don't even control him. You
Oh,
go
really?
to like a town. Yeah, he'll just go to a town in like his little cinematic.
Okay.
And then you have to figure out the mystery behind what's going on. So through the mystery, they give you little puzzles. Like they'll be like, okay, you know, like the game Labyrinth. This is just an example, but like you know the game Labyrinth. You never played Labyrinth back in the day? Oh my god!
Nah,
it's like a little board.
Never been into
board game
stuff like that.
It's like a little board game. You chase like a little silver marble. You try to get into the hole or some shit, and it's like you put it through a maze. They had games like that. They had like brain teasers. They had like thousands of puzzle games within itself. That's just all it was.
Pretty much highlights in gameplay form and shit. Like
yeah, it was just basically, you know, they'll explain to you the rules and be like, solve this puzzle here. That's it.
It's like
it was like the mini page, like
like
what it was.
The doctor's office magazine for kids.
Yes,
the game.
But it was so fun and addictive. If you like puzzles, if you like puzzle games, check out Professor Layton, Diabolical Box, the Curious whatever. You know,
John, have you ever played The Witness?
What is that? No.
It's a puzzle game. It's made by, I believe, Jonathan Blow, who's the creator of what?
Jonathan Blow.
He's the creator of shit. What's that game? Ah, shit. Oh gosh, I wasn't prepared to talk about this today.
That's fine.
It was a game on.
He created
360 that was like you could go back in time, rewind time, and stuff like that. Redo the level.
Braid?
Yeah, Braid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard of Braid. I never heard of The Witness.
Yeah, so The Witness is just like a puzzle. It's like a hardcore puzzle game. It's really, really cool.
I want it.
It was free on PlayStation Plus at some point, and of course you didn't get it because you don't check that stuff out.
Not back then. You know, now I'm more in tune with it.
Gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes though, man, I'd be like,
you gotta remind me of these things, man.
My bad. I got you.
It's okay.
But yeah, man,
Appreciate
DS, bro.
Did you have Rhythm Heaven?
Did I have Rhythm Heaven or did I have Elite Beat Agents? I had one of them.
Rhythm Heaven was good.
I think so. So I have this question, you know, and I understand that the Switch is a handheld, right?
Yes.
But it's more so like, you know, of course, the hybrid home console handheld.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like there's still a place for like a DS? Like, do you feel like there's still a place for a smaller handheld, you know, a different type of experience than like, you know, maybe, you know, the larger Big Brother Switch that's, you know, what, $400? You know, do you think there's still room for a, you know, $120 handheld console from Nintendo?
I think so. Well, one, you said it right there. It's like a $200 to $300 difference, and then two, Switch. Unless you get a Switch Lite, Switch you really can't put in your pocket. You really can't.
No,
you have to carry a bag, you know, with you and a case and all that other good stuff. DS Lite, stuff like that, and a Game Boy Advance SP. Remember that? Like stuff like that, you can just slide in your pocket, and it's more
Game Boy Micro. Remember that shit?
Oh my god, yeah. All of them Game Boy Pocket, all of them.
Yeah.
You know, I think there is still a market for them. People still, you know, want that type of game. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they don't want to go all out with a Switch. They don't want to risk. Some people just leave their Switch at home. I know people that don't even take their Switch out the house.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, like you. So it's like, you know, yeah, I still think there's a market for that. People just don't feel completely safe. I take my Switch everywhere, but that's just me.
So you would purchase like a new DS? You know, I feel like.
Oh, me personally, no.
No, you wouldn't. I would. I definitely would.
Well, you're a collector, Brian.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd play it a few times. But do you feel like that style is more suited to like a phone now at this point? Like that style of game, that DS game, do you feel like phones have kind of come and eclipsed the need for like a lesser expensive handheld?
No, because I think phones are I think mobile games are trash. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
do
knocking
too.
anybody that likes them or anything that, I just think the controls, if anything, they make little handheld things for like joysticks for the
Yeah,
phone. I think that's ridiculous because what if I need to answer it? But, it's one of those things that, yeah, I think there's still always going to be a place for it to stay. I think, I don't know if they're going to make another one, Nintendo. I think DS was maybe, I don't know, it for them. I think they're going to push forward with the Switch, but I still think there's always going to be, somebody that's going to want it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's completely extinct or going to be extinct for a
right.
while.
You saw Microsoft turn the Surface Duo into like a touchscreen DS.
No.
Yeah, like I want one. So you can
Oh,
because you could play, you could play xCloud on it. Like
uh,
I want one. So like, the top screen is the game, the bottom screen is the controls. I don't know if I'd like it, but I want one. But they're $1,000 and I can't afford that right now.
yeah,
So,
no.
but good on them for that, right?
I guess.
So finally we have like a pseudo Xbox handheld that's $1,000.
Of course, that sounds like Microsoft.
Right. But it's like super cool, and I think it's awesome, like, that they would even use the resources to, they don't have to do stuff like that. It makes sense, but super cool, man.
Is there a release for it? Is it out now or?
This the Surface Duo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been out for, I don't know, it's been out for a while. It launched
shit.
at $1,500,
Oh, God.
but I think now it's only 1,000. So yeah, it looks super cool to me. I like tech stuff like that though.
Yeah, I do too, but $1,500, $1,000 for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of, oh, you got something?
Nah, go ahead. My bad.
Speaking of Microsoft, can we get into the topics for this episode?
Hey, sir, I am sorry. You can go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, I was making for you to finish. Scarlet Nexus. B's got his eye on this. The demo dropped and is exclusive only to Xbox until later this week. We discussed if we are personally going to pull the trigger on purchasing an Xbox. Bamco with this game and Tales of Arise, Bandai Namco really got us interested. We discussed what we look forward to in the future and what games we have played in the past. Netflix and gaming. Netflix and chill, Netflix and game. You got it. Looks like Google. I'm so old. Looks like Google and Apple crawled. So this company could potentially run. Someone is putting their hat in the gaming ring as well. And we will tell you after I ask B something real quick. If you don't mind, sir.
Sir.
What have you been playing all day, bro?
Hey, man, I really haven't been playing anything, bro.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I've been working, so a lot.
Adulting.
Recently. Yeah, I've been working like a lot of hours, so getting home late, so it's kind of like crashing. So after that, but the last thing I still was playing some Dairy Queen 11, bro. That Dragon Quest flavor, bro. But yeah, how about you, man? How far along have you gotten, my guy? I'm sure you passed me at this point.
I think I am, judging by our conversation. Right before. I was like, I got all the characters now. So
yeah, I don't.
Dragon Quest 11. Who was the last person you got?
What's his name? Silvanio?
Oh, okay. That's my guy.
I don't use him.
You crazy?
I still use Eric because I bought all this stuff for him, bro.
I use Eric too. I don't use Veronica anymore.
Oh wow, for real?
I don't really. I mean,
So
Hero can do everything she can do. So.
Yeah, this is true. Why do they do that?
I don't know. Like you can just build monsters on that game. But yeah, I use Serena. She stays. She's been a staple.
Yeah, I told you I have her on auto, right? Like I don't even.
Oh my God.
I don't even deal with her. I just heal. She does a great job of healing everybody, like a great job.
I was telling you, I got burnt so many times in RPGs, JRPGs when I left them on auto. You
Yeah.
know, like they just do stupid shit that I don't want them to do. I'm like, I'll just control you, especially white mages, which is what Serena is in
Do
essence.
you feel like they use too much MP, sir?
Oh, too much, yeah.
Too much
I'm a
of
stickler
that
for that.
magic
Because,
points.
JRPGs, they have an issue with giving you items to replenish that.
True.
With all of them, like ethers. I forgot what they were called on Persona. This is the vials.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, nah, I'll just control her. I'll be having her attack and shit.
Yeah. I mean, she'll attack once, everyone's healed, But I generally use the wand with her so that her healing is higher. You know what I mean? So,
it's 35 years this weekend.
Yeah.
For Dragon Quest 11.
And
How old are we?
And I think it's hilarious because you're like such. I think like I love my relationship with John because like I could talk to him about games, and even though like I'm not necessarily as into JRPGs as John is, like not at all. I still like I like them. Like I love the concept of them. It's more or less like my patience with them right now. So there's still, like I totally love and value that genre. You know what I mean? I just don't put as much time in it as I used to when I was younger. And, so I love that I can still tell John about like RPGs, like, yo, even though you're like this, like into every RPG, there's still RPGs that you haven't played yet. Like, have you played Dragon Quest? And it's like, nah, not yet. It's like, yo, and I love that we can have that conversation and talk about like, like we've been playing Dragon Quest together, but of course John passed me, but I gotta get back in the game, you know what I'm saying? But
I before the schedule, you had this week, I thought I was never going to pass you because you were well ahead of me.
Yeah, I just had time before, getting into, the stuff I've been doing at work recently. So,
yeah, one gripe I have about this game.
What is it, dog?
The music.
You finally got tired of it.
Oh, man, I switched it. We have the Switch version. You get I don't know if it might be on the PlayStation version. I don't know, but if you go to system settings or whatever, you go to audio, they give you a choice between Dragon Quest 11 soundtrack and Dragon Quest 8. I put it on Dragon Quest 8 because that's a loop too, but their song is like 2 minutes compared to 15 seconds. Like it's the same shit for every 20 seconds, yo. I'm like, this is giving me a headache. Yeah, that's what you hear every 5 seconds. It's crazy. So I was like, let me switch this shit. And then you could switch it between symphonic and synthesizer and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that on my version. It's hilarious. Like you sent me that one picture with Eric, and I was like, yo, what is he wearing? And I was like, I do not think that is on this version because you got the definitive edition.
Yeah.
Jonathan Moon was able to take advantage of grabbing that. Personally, I think it's a travesty that I would need to purchase the game another time.
No, you don't. You have to buy it. They have it on Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, they do have it on Game Pass. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, though.
You could have started from that one the whole time. Got more content.
I could have, and I didn't because I was like, I want to sit on the couch because my PC's hooked up to my monitor and not because I like I don't mind playing certain stuff on my PC, but my chair is not comfortable and it's just my TV's larger.
How far is it from the TV? You can get like an HDMI cord and plug it in.
Yeah, but it's still like my TV is not like really here for the PC being plugged into it, so like font's super small. It just doesn't. It's not like a good experience, and maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, but my TV does not benefit how my PC looks in any sort of way at all, So,
sorry.
And I just wanted to play. I really just wanted to play it on the couch, man, and just I can lay down on the couch and because
the game is so relaxing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't I just couldn't sit in this chair and play that on my Xbox because it's just not as comfortable of an experience, and it's a JRPG. I get to relax, bro. Shit. You know what I mean? I get to chill. JRPGs let you mellow out, listen to a good story. You know, the combat's not, but I feel, John, that a lot of non-turn-based RPGs are becoming more of the norm as the JRPG. Do you feel that way, or is that just me in the limited amount of games that I do play when it comes to JRPGs? You feel that way too?
Yeah, like action RPGs is making a big thing.
Like a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
With Scarlet Nexus, what we're going to talk about, later on in the show. That's a good example.
Yeah.
Of one.
Yeah.
And the Tales series, right?
I don't know. I think the Tales series, Tales of Arise, looks to be, action RPG and not turn based. But I believe like the previous Tales games are turn based. And again, like, so this is another series. You said you were going to try to like start to get into the Tales series. I know some people who swear by those games.
Really? I've never met one. Tommy likes them.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think he has one. I don't think he's delved that much into it, but
I think I purchased one on Xbox 360. Either Xbox 360 or the original Xbox, I purchased a Tales game.
Okay.
And it may not have been the original Xbox. There might not have been a Tales game on the original Xbox.
Did you beat it?
No. Not at all.
God.
I got like to like the first fight and was like, yeah, I don't like this, and never played it again. It may have just been a demo or some shit too, It might not have even been the full game. But I was just like, yeah, nah, that's not my style. That's not my flavor of turn-based JRPG, It was just too happy to me, I guess. I don't know. It just was something about it. Like, listen, John, I'm so sorry that my first, JRPG was Final Fantasy VII and all of its brooding nature. That
everybody's was.
Yeah, I know. But I was always just content on, that style. And that's why I like Xenogears, had a heavy, that game has mature themes on the back of that, John, on that box, it has a warning from the ESRB that there are mature themes, bro. And you think about, what does that mean? It's convoluted, very, very sad, apocalyptic, religious overtones, That game was heavy as a 17-year-old or 15-year-old.
I was about to say, were we 17 when that came out? I thought we were like 14. Yeah, I was like 14. At 14-year-old, when I saw M, I only thought about blood or porn. Like, that was the only two things. I was like, this game was going to contain one of these. I didn't think, go delve into the religious aspects and all that other stuff. So
yeah,
Xenogears was deep, yo.
Super deep. Xenosaga was deep as well, but I couldn't get into it. So
Tommy just told me yesterday I should try Xenoblade Chronicles with Shulk from I know him from Smash Brothers. People know him from Xenoblade, but
I had that on DS.
Was it good? So no.
No, it's not that it wasn't good. It's just that, like, so the thing that I loved about Xenogears was the gears, was the mechs. The thing I loved about the mechs is because I love anime. I love giant robot anime, and I love the control scheme from Xenogears. So without those two, like, I love the turn-based battle system of Xenogears. I don't know. Xenoblade is action RPG, right? It's not turn-based, right? It's not turn-based.
I didn't play Xenoblade.
I don't think it's turn-based.
That's the one with Cosmos in it, right?
That's Xenosaga.
Oh, Xenosaga. Xenoblade. Oh, Xenoblade. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
That's what you said Tommy told you to check out, right?
Yeah, I get them confused. The only one I remember in whole Deers is Xenogears. So I get them all confused. My bad.
What?
Yeah,
it's real time. It's real time with elements of turn-based strategy. Yo, Nintendo has re-released Xenoblade like 48 times, yo.
I'm sure.
When they got it to work on the DS, I got it on the DS, and I think also I got it on the Wii U when they had the. When did it come out on originally? The Wii, right? The original Xenoblade came out on the Wii, correct?
Was it? I don't know.
I think it was, and then I think they did like a remaster on the Wii U because it's Nintendo. You know how they be doing it. Nintendo be doing stuff that when anyone else does it, people are really upset. Yeah. So yeah, it was on the Wii, the new Nintendo 3DS, the Wii U, and the Nintendo Switch. So
the definitive editions on the Switch.
Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't get into it. Not because it's not because I felt like it was a bad game. I just like, instead of it being about giant robots, it's more so about the sword that has the power, I guess. And like, to me, like, that's just kind of like, I don't want that story right now. Like, at some point I may want that story, you know. I just don't want that story right now, John. And I feel like, okay, like, I really enjoyed the subject matter that you had before with these giant robots, you know. So
right.
But again, you know, I've only really scratched the surface with it, so I can't really say too much about it. I didn't get anywhere close to beating it. But yeah, I did have it on my DS, and then I got it again on the Wii U to see if it looked better, you know, because that was another thing I had an issue with when I was just like, why don't you just put this shit on PlayStation? You know?
It was fine where it was.
Yeah, I know.
But you may be able to play it on another system. You know, Netflix is throwing, you know, their bid in.
Oh, God. It was never
per Gadgets 360, Netflix is looking to hire an executive to oversee its expansion into video games. A person familiar with the matter said a sign that is ramping up efforts to grow beyond its traditional business as streaming competition intensifies. The move comes at a time when the video gaming industry has benefited from a surge in demand from gamers staying at home during COVID-19. Netflix has reportedly approached veteran gaming industry executives for the job. Netflix has experimented with interactive programming in the past with movies such as Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, which I loved, and You vs. the Wild that enabled viewers to decide the characters' moves. It has also created games based on the shows Stranger Things and Money Heist. What are your thoughts on this?
Don't they have like a Minecraft game on there too? They have like a Boss Baby game on there. My daughter to play, you know. She has no idea what's going on, but she could play like Spider-Man and shit. It's like hilarious, because it's she doesn't really. The remote control for the television is just, it's like, it's for the television. She don't play. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what is this?
I'm sure they'll put out a controller like Amazon Fire or whatever.
Who cares? I mean, I don't really care. The whole streaming, you know. So is this going to be like? So one, if they're trying to like do more like interactive stuff, like, it's not like, I mean, they're games, right? But
all right. I mean, no, I think they want to do something like Stadia.
Like, they want to go all in. Like, they want to.
I don't think they want to make a system. I think they want to do something you can play on your TV, like not like Stadia, but like Amazon Fire. You know, like how they got their games and stuff. They give you a controller and stuff like that, like Sega TV ish.
Sega TV, yo, all of this shit is Sega TV, bro.
Like shit, like, you know, I never had one. I was like, I really wanted it.
You had to have like a subscription for that, right?
Yeah, my mother was not having
it. I don't know anyone who had that. You know, I used to like marvel at stuff like that as a kid, man. Just be like, oh my God, like you could play games on cable? Like,
yeah, it was like good games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Vector Man and all this other Sega great, Sonic, of course.
It had to have run like straight garbage, dog. Like, it had to have been.
I don't think it was that bad. I mean, it was just you. Like, you didn't have to play online.
Oh, okay. You weren't playing online. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay, I was going to say. Yeah, I guess.
But, yeah. I mean, will there be a new subscription? Speaking, you know, you said the bill and everything. Will there be a subscription service for this, you think? Do you think they're going to tack it all to the Netflix thing?
Well, I think
your existing one.
I think if they're trying to go like more of the What was it? What was the Bandersnatch thing that you were saying? What's that?
Black Mirror.
Yeah. So if they're
It wasn't
more,
even like a game. It was like a choose your own adventure
yeah,
book.
it's like interactive. You know what I mean? Like that's how like the Minecraft one was. That's how the Boss Baby one is. You know, it's just like this interactive where you just press like left or right. You know, you choose a color. You know, it's not. So if it's going to be more like that, then I better not be charged extra for it. Or if it is extra, like I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to play anything like that personally. But if it's like more, I mean, I honestly, Netflix probably would be the best streaming gaming service. They have the most experience with streaming.
Yeah.
Out of pretty much, you know, every major streaming company, you know, Stadia, like, yeah, they have like YouTube and Google's been streaming for a very long time. They have their own music streaming, but Netflix has been streaming for a very long time.
Right. But you know, when they talk about Stranger Things, they have a Stranger Things like actual video game more so than,
I think they have multiple ones.
Yeah, I think they're like 3 now. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like they want to do something like that. I don't know if they want to loosely base it off their TV's programming or what, but you know, this is a good move for them. I think, you know, the subscriptions have slowed down significantly, you know, with shows being delayed because of COVID, password sharing, which everybody does, profiles and all that good stuff. So and Netflix has admitted to Fortnite being their biggest competition, so yeah, which I thought was crazy for them to say when Hulu and Apple TV and all these other things, Amazon Prime exist.
But this is the thing, man. Like this is the thing like that sometimes we kind of like don't think about. It's like, because it all comes down to dollars, right? So it's not so like, yeah, you look at like, you know, we were talking about a few weeks ago, the gaming industry like being bigger than music and movies combined, right? And so, you know, so
I'm on the fence about that still, but
yeah,
go ahead. Yeah, I mean, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, even though we buy like streaming services for TV and movies, right? You know, we're paying $10+ a month, right? So, accessibility to that is people who either password share or have money, right?
Right.
You have games on, well, now everything. You have games that you either pay, they're either free or you pay, you know, $60, $70, $80 for them, and they're crazy expensive, right? And you still have to, and they're still nickel and dime you with, you know, this skin, that skin, this buff, that buff, you know, all this different stuff, like to the point where people are playing some of these games and they're just spending money like it's a, you know, like it's a casino, you know, where they're just pulling the lever, you know what I'm saying, on the slots, dog, you know what I mean? And they're just gambling to see what they get next. Like, you know, these companies are making billions and billions of dollars off of microtransactions alone, bro.
Oh yeah.
So like, yeah, like they're
their biggest competitors doing that.
Yeah. So you know, like, yeah, Netflix, you know, they raise the price of their service every 8 months or whatever like that. But they're still not getting additional money from you in the way that these gaming companies are, bro. And that's why gaming is so big right now. And gaming is it's just kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, yo. It's really there's a lot of money being made, and these companies don't like Microsoft says like you know, Google and Amazon are their competition, you know, not Sony, you know, because of the business model that Sony has, which is more traditional, which is what, you know, we're used to because that's how we grew up.
Right.
Whereas Microsoft is really pushing, you know, more so services and or streaming, and again, it's hilarious because these are things like that Sony has already done. Like, you know, PS Now existed before Gamepass. It's not as good, personally. I mean, I guess that's more or less subjective. But but there's way more games on PlayStation now versus, Game Pass. But, it's just like money is what makes everyone more or less more of a competitor than someone else. So, I don't, if they go the route of like a Stadia or an Amazon, I imagine they would do well. But if they're just going to continue to do like kind of these interactive types of things, I don't think people are. I mean, I don't see the numbers on it. I guess people like it,
I wouldn't count that as gaming though. I would count that as like just streaming. You know what I mean? Like I would just count that as like watching a movie or watching an episodic thing.
Because it's choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it's just you have the remote. Okay, like you said, left, right.
Right,
okay,
right.
I want these colors red. Oh, I want her to go through that door. That's not gaming to me. But like if they do the Amazon, Sega TV route, then I think that's going to build up more casual gamers. And then at that point, I believe what you say more, with the gaming growing and then the casual gamer coming in, everybody was going to start playing games. So, it wouldn't be far-fetched at this point with them having, shows based off of games like Dota. They have Dota show. They have Castlevania. No. They have Castlevania.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
You watch Castlevania?
I watched the first season.
Yeah.
I didn't watch. It was like 4 episodes the first season.
My man was real mad when they took his wife's life, yo.
Oh, man.
She was like...
I need to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I need
The Witcher, Sonic,
The Witcher.
Magic the
Have
Gathering.
you watched The Witcher?
Some of it.
Yeah.
Some of it. I'm going to finish that.
I
need to start it over at this point.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet.
But yeah, they're making a Sonic League of Legends show. They're making a Magic the Gathering show. So it's like, they're on their way, I think. I think they're these little, hey, we're getting in there. Hey, we're cool, right?
Yeah.
I think it's happening sooner than we think. I think it's going to be here by 2022.
You think like,
sure.
Do you think Netflix is trying to like take the gaming streaming space by, essentially doing what Microsoft couldn't do with the Xbox One and merge TV and gaming? Is that what they're doing, John?
Possibly.
Shit.
They'll have a better chance of doing it than that shit that they tried.
Maybe it was a time thing, John. Maybe it was just kind of like, maybe it was more or less like it just wasn't, we weren't ready at that point.
But remember, It went out of nowhere. When maybe it just disappeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like they were like, we're just going to stop doing this. Maybe Netflix. We don't know. Speculation. We don't know. This is just John and B talking. John and Brian talking shit. But yeah, man. I welcome it. Anything new at this point.
Yeah.
So see what happens.
Yeah, I don't. I personally, John. I don't.
I know you're not the biggest Netflix fan. I know you didn't catch the.
I mean, it's not. It's more or less. I'm not like. I just don't watch anything except for YouTube. Yeah, I know that sounds
they have
like
really good animes on Netflix though. Like,
do
really
they?
Good.
You watching? Was it Yasuke? Yasuke?
What's that?
The Black Samurai?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen that yet. I want to. I think it's on my list.
Yeah, I've seen a few episodes. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, I need you to watch Great Pretender though.
The Great Pretender?
Mm-hmm. The Great Pretender, like the Great Pretend. That the who sung that? Was that the Four Tops?
I have no idea, dog. I'm so sorry.
I know Queen recovered it, but anyway, yeah, that show.
It's on Netflix as well.
It's on Netflix. Yep. Did you like Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Then you will love that show.
And honestly, John, thank you for putting me on to Invincible.
Oh man.
So I was feeling that. So I've been there. Do you see that new? I've been watching the Netflix show. Was it Jupiter's Legacy?
Dominique's been watching that. My wife's been watching that. So
yeah,
I've been falling asleep on it.
Yeah, I watched like the first 3 episodes.
Is it good?
I don't know if I'm going to keep watching. It just didn't really keep me entertained.
Okay, that answers my next question. I was gonna say, is it Invincible good?
No, and I think there was more of like a challenge to the boys.
They need not do that.
Yeah. The Boys is its
is
own thing, yo.
Yeah.
Like, Well, and I guess I should say like they're not trying to be like the boys, but I guess I feel as though because it's a rated MA television show, superhero television show, I feel like that is their answer to the boys. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's just But yeah, it's really interesting. It's really, I don't know, like I don't know. It's kind of corny, to me.
Nah.
But
well, I'm gonna check it out. Watch me love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing. No.
Speaking of you loving things, because you and I, John and I, just don't like the same things. It's really weird.
No. Well, Dragon Quest, that's it, and Overwatch.
Dragon Quest, Overwatch.
But do we like that?
Well, Dragon Quest, yeah, absolutely. But Bamco, right? The and when we say Bamco, that's Bandai Namco.
Yes,
because they used to be two different entities, and they merged. And yes, I do feel that Bandai destroyed Namco. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so I don't know if you've been checking out Scarlet Nexus from the good old folks at Bamco, sir.
Yes, I saw a trailer of it. I saw a trailer of it a month or so ago, and then you refreshed my memory about it yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, I dig it. It's giving me a lot of Nier.
Yeah.
Feels. I didn't like Nier too much. I wasn't a fan.
So when you say Nier feels, do you mean like the camera angles? Do you mean like
just
the subject matter?
About it?
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, the whole futuristic type of, I don't know. Like Nier, I don't know what it was with Nier. I just couldn't. It didn't click with me at all. I'm holding on hope for this. So
you talking about Nier Automata, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I saw this trailer. I think like when they were first announcing like next gen stuff. It was either on the Xbox. I think it was on the Xbox show. I think the first time I saw it, maybe, I don't know, I don't remember. But yeah, I thought it looked pretty cool. But for me, it was just like, but that's a Bamco game, right? So I was just, I've never really gotten into those games because back in the day, Namco, I used to love, like, it's funny, like when I was reading your notes, you like said Soul Calibur. I was like, they didn't make Soul Calibur. I was like,
but they did.
Yes, they did make Soul Calibur, and it's because Bamco destroyed Namco. I don't even remember that Namco existed in all of these great titles. I was like, Pac-Man's not Bamco. Yes, they are. They're Namco all day. B, what's going on? Man, I like
just disregarded them from your life
because man, Soul Calibur, right? What's the other one? Tekken, right?
Oh, the games I love.
Isn't Tekken?
Like,
Tekken
is.
Yeah, Namco.
I don't like Tekken. So.
Yeah, it's Soul Calibur without weapons.
It's not true at all.
I just wanted to see your reaction to that. Because people always say that Soul Calibur is Tekken with weapons.
No, it's not.
Who's your favorite Soul Calibur player or character?
Killick and Ivy. Or Kalik, however you pronounce it. I said Killick and Ivy.
Okay. Kalik with the
staff.
The staff, yeah. I used to love Nightmare, bro. I used to love Nightmare and I wanted to call him Reinhardt.
Siegfried?
Yeah. They're the same character.
They are. Just one's evil.
Yeah. But I really got into, I guess that was Soul Calibur 2.
That was the best one, in my opinion.
And that was on, wait, which one was on PS2,
it was on
Xbox, and GameCube?
That one.
That's the second one,
it was on
right?
all of them. Okay. I had it on GameCube, because of course.
Yeah. So I was really into Soul Calibur 2. Nick was really into Soul Calibur 1 on Dreamcast. I didn't really get into Soul Calibur 1. I John, It's just more or less a thing I have. Just I like 2D fighters.
I do too.
Not really a fan of the 3D fighter, John. Honestly, just never really got into it like that.
I preferred it. I preferred 2Ds over 3D. I appreciate a good one like DOA and Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Now, when they started doing anything like just like DOA, when they started getting to 5 and 6, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I heard they're on 7 right now, right?
I don't know. They're on something ridiculous. I stopped keeping count. But yeah,
they're on 7. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
I think they're on 6 for sure. Both of them.
Yeah, I really liked the second one, and then I just didn't get any more of them after that.
But dude, like, he didn't like. You know what else I like from Bamco? They brought this to my life. Arena fighters. Like, I love Jump Force.
Yeah, and I hate those games.
Oh God. Oh no wonder you never bought it, because I was like, can you buy Jump Force? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay. But I bought my nephew My Hero 1 Justice, because he's obsessed with My Heroes Academia.
Okay.
And
yeah, you're right. They're up to 6 on Soul Calibur.
Yeah. And so I bought it for him. He's like, can I have this? Can I have this? I was like, okay, sure. And so I bought it for him on my Switch. He started playing it. He's like, play with me. So I started playing with him. I was like, this feels like Jump Force. This is amazing.
Because they're all the same game.
They are. But with my hero characters, Yeah, like I love those. Dragon Ball Fighter Z?
Dragon Ball Fighter Z is not Arena Fighter though.
No. I'm just saying that was another Bamco game.
That's a Bamco game? My stomach hurts.
Oh man, you have to delete your purchase.
I'm trying to think of like what really turned me off to Bamco, because I loved Namco. And
like, what is the deal?
I think it was like all of those like anime games. Like they
made a ton.
And and my little cousin would play them, and I would like play it with him, and I would just be like, this is not. Well, it probably was because he was destroying me. He was like 8 years old, just absolutely murdering me. And like, because those Dragon Ball games, they're Bamco, right? The Budokai and all that shit. Is that Bamco?
Yeah, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to. Now it'd just be like.
What's the last one that you were talking about it like a few weeks ago? Like
what? Dragon Ball?
Xenoverse. Kakarot? Yeah,
Xenoverse?
I think all the them Tokyo Ghoul. I think they do all of them.
Xenoverse.
What's
Xenoverse?
Is it Xenoverse? I don't know. I don't follow Dragon Ball B.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
I'm up here Googling like, am I stupid?
That's just me. I'm sorry. Yeah, Xenoverse. Yeah, and I had Xenoverse. I have Kakarot. But yeah, man, they personally, they just, I guess for me, like I want it to be a bit more in depth from a gameplay perspective, even though like at this point, like I don't like my games to be in depth, but I don't know. I feel like they're just very, very watered down. I feel like they're very attractive looking. I feel like the budget goes more so into, how it looks at this point. And I just feel like that their gameplay style at this point is just a little stale compared to like other games that kind of like have changed that action RPG formula to be a bit more in depth, right? So I feel like there's just never enough substance from a gameplay control perspective for me. And sometimes games are like that. If I feel like I'm not doing enough with my hands, when I feel like I could be doing more with my hands, sometimes I'm like, come on. But then other times I'm like, damn, I'm doing way too much with my hands right now, I'm just a walking contradiction, John,
Yeah, man. You'll get it together. Sorry.
But Scarlet Nexus, bro, I wanted to play the demo, and then I saw that it was exclusive early access to Xbox Series S and X, and so John, I don't know if it's just me, but personally, I feel like sometimes, like with the Game Pass brand, I get confused. Like, and I know maybe like I probably shouldn't. But like every time I see Xbox, I immediately think Game Pass. So I immediately think it's going to be on Game Pass, and then I have to look and be like, wait, no. It's only on Xbox consoles.
And that's the thing. Like before we started this, I was like, B, did you play it? You're like, no, I don't have an Xbox. I was like, but you have Game Pass, and you were like, it's not on Game Pass. Like, oh shit, they're not synonymous.
No, like even when like what was that? Outriders was on Game Pass, but console only. It's just like
that game's in the trash.
So like that confused me because I was like, oh, okay, so console and PC Game Pass, they're the same but different. But I just feel like they have a really good opportunity to just like go all Game Pass. Like I feel like if you're gonna like compete against like a Netflix in the future, Google, Amazon, I believe once we get away from this box, right, that they don't care about selling.
Right.
They don't give a shit about how many Xboxes they sell. And I believe like it'll just be called Game Pass. Like I don't.
They can't ignore it though. Like
they can't ignore what?
The fact that they have Xbox. That's why they put it exclusively on that. You think?
But they really haven't been doing. They haven't really been giving a shit about Xbox for a while now.
And that's why they threw that demo on there. I think they're trying to rekindle that to be like, oh shit, we do have a console.
I feel more like
so than the streaming service.
I feel like they're more all about the Game Pass aspect than the box itself. So I guess having whatever marketing deal which enables them to have an early access to this demo, but okay. So I'm in your ecosystem now, or I'm back in it, I guess I should say.
Right.
But like, I understand like you want me to purchase your console, but you don't care if I purchase your console. So why have exclusive shit on your console when all indicators point to you caring about this service and not really as much about this box? Like, so why is it not everywhere? Like I feel that everything that is Microsoft at this point, like I should be able to play everywhere because that's how you are really marketing the service. But it's not everything, it's not everything that they have to offer. So it's like, we're all about xCloud, but there's only a handful of games that still work on your phone. That'll work on your phone. I think 30% of the games or something like that are on Game Pass PC, and the rest are on, console or something like that. I'm not sure, but there's not as many games on PC Game Pass as there are on console, and so it's just kind of like, okay, so it's not like when I have Netflix on my PlayStation, I have different access to shit than on my phone or my Xbox, So I guess like I kind of Game Pass sometimes I feel can bridge an even greater gap if it puts like everything on Game Pass everywhere where it's,
But do you feel that's money wasted or unfair to like somebody that actually has the console itself? Because like at this point, it's like, why even make the Xbox? What are they on? I keep forgetting what is it? The Xbox One Series X, S,
Series
whatever.
S and X, yeah. So it's their fourth generation. I mean, but that's what's confusing to me, right? So like you've literally shown me that you don't care, and you said you don't care about how many boxes you sell. So if you don't care about how many boxes you sell and you're all about the service, then why isn't the service the same across the devices that have your service. Like if you prop your product up a certain way, I'm going to wonder why it's not the same way on all the devices when you're touting the ability for all of these devices. You know what I'm saying?
Just to clarify, are we talking about the Scarlet Nexus demo? Like, just as like, is that an example of what you're talking about right now? Like, so is that part of Game Pass, or is
it's not a part of Game Pass? It's just Xbox, and that's and so that's I understand that, but but what I'm saying is within the branding and marketing, like I look at Game Pass and anything Xbox is synonymous at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I just do, because they did a great job of marketing, but the issue is that there's disparities between, what's Xbox and what's Game Pass. And I'm not saying and I get like everything can't be on Game Pass, I guess, but I don't know. You're Microsoft. You just spent billions of dollars on Bethesda and all that other shit, and that's going to be on Game Pass day and date. Like you spend billions of dollars. Like, so again, you have me as a consumer thinking like, oh, okay, well, obviously Game Pass is like this huge push. You say you don't really care about how many boxes you sell, so it's not really about where it is, but more or less the service. But if the service isn't the same where it's housed in different, areas, then like I pay $15 for Game Pass, right? That's the same that you would pay when on an Xbox. That's, so we pay the same, but like I get less access. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just kind of like, for me, it's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to be able to play everything Xbox on my PC. Like I do.
That's like not fair though.
How is it not fair?
Because it's like, say you, right? And I go out and buy Xbox One S, you know what I mean? Like, and you go around buying everything that I have access to as well. So it's like, what was the purpose of me even purchasing this console? Regardless of what they said, in the past, they don't give a shit. They're retracting now. That's why they're doing
Jonathan Moon.
Putting what?
You got everything on consoles and PCs. You got everything starting to, move even from PlayStation to, console and PC, right? Okay. Yeah, Microsoft really has already pushed the PC stance and being all about PC and everything being on PC as well, right? Okay. So you don't care about how many Xboxes you sell, so you don't care about necessarily, benefiting one of your boxes over another place where you have the service, right? You would think, but they do. I don't know, John. I just be confused. As soon as I see green, I'm like, I can play it on my PC, bro. And then I'd be like, damn, I can't.
Right. And that's what it boils down to. But no, like, did Microsoft ever say, we don't give a shit what happens with Xbox? Like, they made it and they be like, we don't care. We have Game Pass.
I think there's a comment. I think there's a comment about them, about Phil Spencer not being concerned about the amount of boxes that they sell.
Well, I mean, well, shit. I guess that if he said it, if it came from the horse's mouth that he doesn't care what,
yeah, he said
what goes down with the Xbox, then.
Yeah, they said Microsoft's approach isn't about selling more consoles. Isn't about selling more consoles than Sony or Nintendo. That was last year.
Yeah,
we're not.
He's in retract mode now.
We're not driven by how many consoles we sell. The business isn't how many consoles you sell. So I guess he's not really saying that he doesn't care about.
It's just not his focus.
It's just not it just, to me, it doesn't seem like that's well, obviously they want to sell what they make because they make money off it, but but it doesn't seem, I don't know, with that type of comment, I feel like it's just, I'll
say this, it's cheaper than a PC.
Oh, absolutely.
If you don't have a good PC, it's, that's a cheaper option. But I think the Scarlet Nexus demo released on Xbox exclusively is to try to get, hype for the Xbox, I guess. But it's a multi-plat game, so
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
you know, it's making headlines. It's like, you know, it's the only thing that has this demo out right now,
yeah.
which is, you know, to me a gorgeous looking game.
I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm not saying like it has nothing to do with that. Like you know, do your whole marketing deals all you want. You know, like everybody does it. You know, but shit, Stadia does it. You know, but I don't know. I guess I'm just spoiled. whenever I see green in Xbox, I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? but listen, they really, like, you know, they really celebrate that Game Pass is everywhere. So like I just be thinking that everything is going to be on my PC as well.
that, you know, I thought the same thing.
You put the service on there. I didn't ask you to. You made it seem to me like this was match made in heaven. I don't know. Maybe something's wrong with me, John, for thinking so immaturely, you know.
No, like, you know, you felt the same thing I felt. Like I thought they were like the same thing. Like that's why I was kind of shocked that you didn't play the demo yet. Like, I don't have an Xbox. I was like, okay. But, you know, like go back what you said earlier regarding the Scarlet Nexus gameplay and how, you know, the turn-based versus the action RPGs.
Yes.
You know, I prefer turn-based. You know, that's what I play JRPGs for.
Right.
Know. I think Persona 5 had the best mechanic. I haven't mentioned it in a few weeks, so
go ahead, John. Go ahead.
You know, Persona 5 I think had the best mechanics for a JRPG ever. You know, every button was devoted to something. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I prefer turn-based over action. You know, Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was like, okay. You know, it was cool. You know, I loved Kingdom Hearts. I loved the remake, but it's like I just get a kick more out of, you know, attack, magic, items, magic, spell, you know, it's like, you know, shit like that.
You can be, I think, you know, it's a different type of strategy that you can employ, you know what I mean, John? So and I like JRPGs with, you know, more strategy mixed into their battle schemes, you know what I'm saying? Like I like Octopath Traveler and how, you know, like their battle system is, because it forces you to not just, you know, spam attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, think.
And they make you do stuff too. Yeah, it's a good game. Get it or re-get it, because
I already have it. I downloaded it.
Yeah, you have it on Switch.
I downloaded it on Gamepass, but then I'm sitting on this chair again, John, playing an RPG.
That's true. And that's a lengthy one too. But yeah, like all this game talk about, you know, made me look up Ys 8. Have you heard of that?
What is it?
Ys 8.
Oh, YS.
Yeah.
Yes. I almost
I pronounce it Ys.
I think that's how it might be. I don't know. I didn't know it was. I wanted to. I think I had one on PSP. Because there were a lot of interesting RPG games on PSP. I didn't really enjoy it, but it was cool.
Okay. Would it be something I like?
I can't remember if it was even like turn based.
No, it wasn't. It was an action. I looked it up today.
Nah, but the one that I played.
Oh, the one
PSP,
you played.
Yeah. No, you good. Was it on PSP? I played one of them. This is it right here. Is this it? I don't know. I played one of them, John, and I can't remember. But it was a while ago. I didn't really get into it. It wasn't memorable, obviously. So.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because, you know, you don't know if it was turn based or action. You know, now this one, Ys 8, is really action, and then, you know, with Tales of Arise, this is also action, and Scarlet Nexus. Do you think that's the future? Not Ys 8. That's not Bamco, is it?
Ys is Konami. Hold on.
Hey, from last week.
I'm not sure. So I read an article that was saying Konami might this is NIS America, Exceed, all those RPG.
Oh, okay. Neon Falcon. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not Bamco. But, you know, do you feel that's like the future of Bamco RPG. When they make JRPGs, you think that's the route they're gonna go, or they just
Yeah, I mean, aren't all, most of their games are like that? Like I think they really, especially with these very anime influenced art styles that they have. And it may be like, and I don't know if these games are games that, I imagine a Tales series is not, but I wonder if Scarlet Nexus is, made by the same studio that makes all those anime games. Because I would imagine if a studio that makes all of those anime games would want to make their own game at some point, and not just like another Dragon Ball, another Naruto, another
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, like just like, you know what I'm saying? So I imagine like they would want to do something else. Is that the case here? I do not know.
No.
Because
I'm Tales of Arise though.
Yeah, they and Tales of Arise looks really good as well.
I love odd couple story arcs. Like I love one's like a rich girl and the other one's like trash or what? Not trash, but like like not her. I just love odd couple like stories.
Understand.
I think that's about to be.
Yeah, I think I really want to get into not only Scarlet Nexus but the Tales game as well, because
Vesperia.
Tales of Vesperia. Isn't that an old game?
Yeah, it is old.
I think that's the one I had. That's on 360, right?
I think so.
Either I had it or I played the demo. Yup. That's it, John.
Yes.
I couldn't really get into it though. Yeah. Yeah. Dude at work was all about it though. He was a huge Xbox fanboy though. So it didn't matter anything, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is better than the greatest Final Fantasies of all time." And I was just like, "That's your opinion, bro."
Who was this?
Somebody I used to work with back in the day. Yeah.
Do you still talk to this person?
No.
You don't need that energy in your life. But yeah, like Bamco games, like, didn't they make Smash? Didn't they? Don't they have a developer credit on Smash Ultimate?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, I think they do. But that's a goat. Little Nightmares was one.
Yeah, I mean, they're publishers, so
Dark Souls can go to hell.
Dark Souls is Bamco?
I think so. I believe so. Dark Souls.
I don't think Dark Souls. It is Bamco.
It is.
Oh my god! No wonder why they won't go out of business.
Them alone. That game is the devil.
You hate
incarnate. Yes, I
hate Dark Souls.
Oh my god, I had Bloodborne. I was like, get this shit out of my house.
The Souls series, but the soul still burns.
You know what, Bamco? And I'm gonna be, personally, I think this is my last input regarding this. I'm still kind of salty about you not getting this, or we haven't talked about this. I really, really am interested in Captain Tsubasa and Rise of the New Champions.
Yo, and it was on sale like a little bit ago to download.
What?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
All right, y'all can follow us on.
But it wasn't like a good sale. I felt it wasn't. I was like, nah, this joint need to be like $14.99 for me.
Oh yeah, that's
cop.
true.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I think it was like 40 or 30.
I'm not paying more than 40. I'll pay 30 for it.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't have the money to spend it on something like that I didn't know if I would really go in on it the way I wanted to, and then if you weren't able to get it at the time, like I just didn't want to.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'll just wait to see. Damn, but I should have picked it up. Let's see how much it is right now. Yeah, Captain Saku, damn it, Tsubasa. Thank you.
See, just completely stricken it from your mind.
Nah, dog. I never watched this anime. Right now, $60 again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, I need to watch the anime. Although Hajime no Ippo. I played the game Victorious Boxers before I saw that anime, and I was like, what is this game based off of? And that's how I found out about the illustrious anime known as Hajime no Ippo, dog.
Dude, you love that anime.
I do.
I still haven't checked it out. What is it on?
YouTube.
Is it on Funimation?
No.
Okay.
It's old. You know? That's a weird thing about anime. And, you know, like at this point you would think like anime would be everywhere. Like everything anime. Like, but it's not like that. It's like.
It's happening.
Yeah. But, you know, it's taking too long.
They got so many outlets. They got Funimation, VRV. What's it called? High Dive or Hive or whatever.
Yeah, but they don't have everything. No one has everything. You know, like I don't know. Maybe I've only YouTube has everything. Yeah, so it's on YouTube.
Catch it until they take it down.
Yeah. Get out.
But that's all I got for you this week, sir.
AB as well, sir. I appreciate speaking with you about all things gaming.
Oh, likewise, sir.
Episode 29, right? Yeah.
29.
Episode 29, All Day I Play Radio.
Mm-hmm. If you want to hear more episodes like this, you can follow us on YouTube. Our whole archive is there. You can follow us at All Day I Play Radio on that. You can follow us on All Day I Play Radio on all your favorite podcasts and streaming services such as Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor, anything with podcasts. We are on there. You can follow us on Twitter at ADIP Radio. You can follow us on Instagram at All Day I Play Radio. You can also follow me, Moon Knight 9000 on Instagram, 9000 Moon Knight on Twitter. This gentleman over here is awesome, Brian Pendleton. You can follow him at BrianP_83 on both Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, sir.
As always, sir, it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Same here, my friend.
Another episode in the books.
Another episode in the books. I shall holler at you all. Thank you all for joining us again and listening or watching. We appreciate you all, and we shall holler at you all at another day, another time.
Peace and love, you guys.
Peace and love.